This morning when I was playing in the park, I found 2 pennies. And, you know, what's happened is my knees have all of a sudden opened up. Now that my knees have opened up, I realize that there are 2 parts of the soul, and which is evident in the traditional framework of Judaism, when you have the girdle, and the girdle separates the 2 parts of the body, the upper and the lower part, the animal soul down below the girdle, which is like a belt around near the belly button, and which is actually like a umbilical cord wrapped around that belly button, and below the below the girdle is the animal soul, and above it is the godly soul. And so this division of 2 was shown in these 2 pennies that I received. Also, I'm doing this on this particular day, which is Rosh Chodesh. It's the 30th day of Heshvan, and it's Rosh Chodesh Kislev. So in that sense, it's a double day, what I like to call a double entendre, and it's a Twoness, which is everything, because feminine has Twoness, everything has Twoness, the Mishnah for Shabbos 2, which are 4, and everything has Twoness in it. And this is reflected in the 2 pennies that I found. And now that my knees have opened, my elbows have opened, which is a corresponding joint in the upper body. And you realize that there are 10 toes and a penis, and then there's 10 fingers and a tongue. And we have kashrus and bris, tongue is kashrus, bris obvious. And so what are we doing here now? The body is divided into 2. And then I'm thinking of regel and keren and all sorts of things. And how this relates to the body in general, and Twoness, and there's 2 parts of the soul, which is a beautiful thing. The body, which is the lower, so you have to get the consciousness of the lower part of the body, the animal soul, the thing that makes contact to the ground, you see, the consciousness of this part of the body, and how the godly soul has to permeate the animal soul. You say, permeate it. And I'll be going on with this because this is what's happening in my own life. But this Twoness is involved here because today is a Twoness. It's the 30th day of Kislev, and it's a Rosh Chodesh. 30th day of Heshvan and the Rosh Chodesh of Kislev. And as I've said in the previous video, that's 364 of Heshvan and 116 of Kislev, and that's 480. And quite frankly, that's why today, I saw last night, there was another attack, a shooting attack, this time in California. And so this 480, which is the Gematria Sitra Akra, was manifested in that attack. How to counterbalance that attack and understand it is the nature of the work of the permutation, of the penetration of the upper aspect of the body into the lower aspect of the body and the understanding of it. So, and this has been in my tennis too, because as I've always had the upper body feel, the hands and stuff like that. But now I'm starting to coordinate it with the lower body, you see. And as the racket head and it goes down, then the knees go down. And as the racket head goes up, the weight comes up. And as the volley goes down, well, I don't know, there's a Twoness involved. And it's coordination of the Twoness. That's the whole secret. The whole secret.